Welcome in, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. My name's Lisa. Welcome to Say It Soul Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back, guys. Again, I want to give a big shout out to those of you who take the time to subscribe, make a comment or like on the reading. Really does make a huge difference, so thank you. This can be your mid-June reading, good till the end of June, but don't be dissuaded by the timestamp. If you're drawn in by the title, definitely could be a message for you. Regardless, time is fluid. And as always, guys, general read, cross watchers, feel free to swap energies. So let's dive on in here. Capricorn, let's take a look and see how the person on your mind, how this person's feeling about you, how you're feeling about them, upcoming actions for mid to end of June. As well, at the end of the reading, I will pull some messages from this person's higher self. I just saw the King of Cups, so we'll see if that card comes out again. So if you're in, kind of a sticky situation or no contact with somebody, definitely stay tuned for those messages. All right, so let's dive on in here. How is the person on Capricorn's mind? Spirit, how is this person feeling about Capricorn, please? How is this person feeling about Capricorn? How is this person feeling about Capricorn? All right, so the King of Wands coming out. Could be a fire sign. Why the King of Wands here? So that's Aries, Leo, Sag. Tell me about the King of Wands here. So Three of Wands coming out. All right. So it looks to me, Capricorn, I don't know, is your person involved in some sort of divorce, legal situation? Because it looks to me like this person definitely wants to take some action here, but they're waiting. They're waiting on something to be fair and or balanced and or some sort of legal situation to be resolved before they can go down this path with you here to kind of explore this relationship with you, Capricorn. So again, some of you might be in the middle of, getting separated and or divorced. Could be some other legal situation. Doesn't necessarily always mean that, but usually it's something along those lines. But again, waiting to take action, to go down a path, to explore this relationship with you, Capricorn. So they are wanting to do that. It just looks like there's a delay, so that could definitely be divine timing. So, the choice for them to go down this path with you, it's going to be maybe not an easy path. Maybe there's distance between you and this person. For some of you, could be emotional, could be physical distance. But there's, it's going to take some hard work to get things off the ground and in this direction. So I feel like the person that you're dealing with here, Capricorn, there's definitely some things, some obstacles keeping you and this person apart, or like the universe is slowing things down at the moment. So that might be a little bit frustrating that you're needing to, kind of be put on pause, I want to say. And that might be for various reasons. But, I feel like this person is really passionate about you. So a lot of physical attraction. We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So let's see how you're feeling. How does Capricorn feel about this person? How does Capricorn feel about this person, Spirit? What is Capricorn? What are Capricorn's feelings here for this person? I think you guys got a pretty good reading last time for your June reading. So we have Eight of Cups coming out. Tell me more. Why the Eight of Cups? So we have the Star card coming out. The Emperor. And the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel like in your feelings here, I feel like, you and this person definitely might have been on a break. Or there, again, I feel like there was a reason you and this person were put on pause. So I don't know. Kind of getting that both of you might have been in another situation. This person is needing to, it looks like they need a break, or there was like some sort of separation between the two of you. So I don't know. You could have already been in a relationship with this person, and you and this person have been broken up for a while. But it looks like this person definitely needed some time to do some healing, to really kind of look at themselves, how they show up in a relationship. So you definitely could be either in no contact with each other, or you could have been in a relationship and broken up recently. And again, I feel like maybe you are waiting. Maybe this justice card is really just more about things being balanced. So maybe the situation felt unfair or unjust, or but that's how your person's coming across here, Capricorn. Maybe they just felt like they needed to give you some space. Maybe you and them had a discussion before about needing to take a break, to figure out what you both want in this relationship. But it does look to me like, I feel like this break has been good for you, Capricorn. It's been good for you. And again, maybe, those changes that you need to make in order to show up in a relationship. Maybe that's something that you had to kind of think about. Yeah, we have the High Priestess on the bottom. So some of these things might have been, maybe things that you didn't really necessarily want to look at for a while here, Capricorn. Um, I mean, this kind of gives me the indication you doing maybe some shadow work, or like just really looking at how you show up in relationships. So I'm not sure what happened between the two of you. It's going to be different for each of you, but maybe let's ask, what happened between these two people, Spirit? What happened between Capricorn and this person? What's the history here? So Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, Nine of Pentacles. All right, I feel like either you or your person here, Capricorn, somebody really wasn't seeing somebody's value, for one. Somebody also had to learn about some boundaries. So I don't know who crossed whose boundaries here, but again, take it how it resonates. But the Queen of Pentacles is, really the energy of like, I didn't see I didn't see that this person was that self-absorbed or that selfish. So definitely, I feel like this may have been a little bit one-sided, where somebody was kind of giving more than the other person. So that definitely could have been unbalanced and very unfair. And again, I'm not pointing fingers at you, Capricorn. I don't know if it was you or them. Again, take it how it resonates here. So, and then we have we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands here showing up. Yeah. So Queen of Wands, the Death card, Five of Cups. So, and then the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Tower. So definitely, I feel like there was some words between you and this person about what needs to change in order for things to kind of move forward. And it looks like, I feel like you do actually want a new beginning with this person. Yeah, I feel like you did. What does Capricorn want with this person? What does Capricorn really want with this person on their mind? Page of Cups. Why the Page of Cups? Why in the Page of Cups? Six of Cups. Four of Cups. The Hangman. Cards are just coming out like crazy. Jeez. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot of cards. Hold on. This one was like that. So I'm just going to put that there. I just need to take a look at these for a minute. So it definitely looks to me like Page of Cups. Like, I feel like, you know, you used to have a lot of fun with each other here. But then I feel like, you know, I don't know, somebody's feelings definitely may have gotten in the way, or somebody's feelings got hurt, or somebody's pride got hurt, I feel, in this situation. So I don't know. It kind of gives me the energy of like somebody kind of being stuck in their ego here on some level, not being able to kind of like maybe take some accountability for some things that happened between the two of you in the past. But, you know, this showing up here, I do feel like you still have this idea that things can work out here, Capricorn, that, you know, this taking a step back and, you know, walking away from the situation has kind of really made you realize how you actually feel about this person. Because we have the Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, Six of Wands, King of Cups, which is nice energy. But again, I feel like, you know, you were, I don't know, maybe you feel like you really let this person down in the past. Like, let me give you an example here. So let's say you let this person down, you disappointed them here, Capricorn. It's kind of like, well, can I actually make a comeback? Can we actually get to having fun again together? Can we like rebuild our relationship here and move to solid ground and like actually build something that's like foundationally stable? Is really what I'm getting. And then we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom here. Yeah. Yeah, somebody needs to get out of their comfort zone and like really express how they feel here. Yeah, look at that. So I don't know. I don't know if it was uncomfortable for you to kind of like get out of your ego or your pride here, Capricorn, or this is your person. But all I know is that, you know, you want this Page of Cups. So again, this dream of you and this person still being together, having a nice life together, working things out, having a new emotional beginning, and finding some sort of balance, and getting back to happier times between each other. So that's really what you're wanting. What does your person want? What does this person want with Capricorn? What does this person want with Capricorn? I just want to see if you and this person are actually on the same page. So we have the Ten of Wands coming out, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, yikes, the Hermit, and Eight of Pentacles. All right, I feel like this person, you know, Capricorn, I feel like this person has thought long and hard as well. I feel like this person really wants you to put in the time and the effort. I feel like you need to show up. So I feel like you need to, you know, take some action. Like, not just, I want to say, you know, talk is cheap. That song by, I think it's Chet Baker, I think is his name. Maybe look up that song, Talk is Cheap. You need to kind of put some muscle behind your actions here, Capricorn. So if you're really wanting to be with this person, I feel like, you know, your person's waiting here for you to step up. We kind of already talked about that. So if you really want to be with this person, I feel like you're going to need to put some muscle behind, you know, your words and take some action and really like show up in the 3D for this person. And kind of put your heart on your sleeve a little bit here, Capricorn. I feel like you've kind of been holding back on expressing your feelings and being authentic. So I don't know. You know, sometimes it's hard for us to, you know, if you've had bad experience, who hasn't had a bad experience or a heartbreak in the past? It's easy to kind of like try and protect yourself. And I feel like maybe you were protecting yourself. And I feel like you're realizing that, that you're going to need to show up authentically and, put that muscle behind your words here. Because again, really talk is cheap, right? Um, it's all about how you actually show up for your person. And again, I feel like you've learned that. So I feel like your person's open to, working things out with you. But I feel like at the end of the day, this person really wants to see you like put in the time and the energy. So this really talks about being genuine, being authentic, being, putting in the time and the effort. Um, and I feel like if you can show up in that way, Gemini, I called you Gemini, sorry. I feel like if you can show up for this person, Capricorn, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. We're in Gemini season right now, but anyhow, sorry about that. If you can put in the time and the effort, um, I feel like this person is open to seeing if things can change between the two of you, because Nine of Cups really talks about wish fulfillment. So, I feel like even though this has been difficult or this relationship has been a little bit hard, at the end of the day, I feel like you are showing up here as your person's wish fulfillment. And I feel like this person is just really hoping that you can show up like this for them. And if you can, I feel like you can get this person back if that's really what you're wanting here, Capricorn. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. So let's pull some messages from your person here. Something Capricorn may not know. Something Capricorn may not know. All right, we both know I am not the one for you. I knew exactly what I was doing. I lost myself for a little while. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I know I messed everything up. The timing just wasn't right for us. Anything else? Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Bottom of the deck, I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, I'm really getting that off your reading here, Capricorn. I feel like there's a lot that was left unsaid between you and this person. I just want to ask a question on why is this, we both know I am not the one for you. Why is this card coming through? Why is this card here? From Capricorn's person. Why is this card here? The Moon. All right, I feel like maybe for some of you, this relationship, when it first started, could have been more of like a casual hookup, on some level. So I feel like, maybe in the beginning, that was kind of the way things started, but I definitely feel like things progressed. This person also might be keeping it a secret that this is, really more, I don't know, this person may have been entertaining more than one person, at the time. So again, take it kind of how it resonates here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe in the beginning here, somebody wasn't, really wanting anything that was like serious or like steady. And that there was like some sort of miscommunication there along those lines. But it looks to me now that I feel like your person's waiting for you to step up here. So, and I feel like you're in the energy here of Capricorn of, I feel like you've learned from the mistakes that you made with this person in the past, or just learned in general what you need to work on and how to show up in relationship. And Again, like I already said, I feel like if you really want to get this person back, I feel like they're open to that. But again, you're going to need to, really put some energy behind your words. So again, showing up, in actions, showing up in the 3D, showing up, with your heart on your sleeve a bit here, you know. So, all right, guys, hopefully you don't feel like us picking on you. I kind of feel bad. Again, feel like if I'm talking to a cross watcher, again, same thing for you, Capricorn. Feel free to swap sides if it feels like, I'm talking about your person versus you. So, all right, guys, I hope this reading helped. Hopefully it made some sense. If it did resonate, if you could let me know by hitting the like button, really appreciate that. And as always, guys, take care, and I'll see you in your July reading.